take a look around you right now. What do you notice? And why do you notice it? What pleases you? Hi, I'm Mary Campbell, and this is our weekly Sensual Sanctuary, where we bring sense and body back together again and find a deep and grounding way to support us in times of change. So I've been developing this practice, this 5-step practice, for years to help me become more connected to what really is in the moment and not all the stories in my head, all the problems, all the worries, all the trying to make things perfect. So whenever I get stuck in that place, or that place of losing myself in preoccupations and too much work and just a headspace that takes me out of my center and out of my groundedness, I use this practice. And it's become something that's just a part of me now after years. I also recommend it to clients I work with because whenever we're ungrounded, whenever we can't find a place of centeredness and safety, we get spun out into fear and lose our place, lose our home, lose our sense of things being actually all right in the midst of craziness and upside down COVID times. So what I'd like you to remember with this practice, this sensual meditation practice I use, it's just like any meditation practice. The goal is really to take you out of your mind and into a deeper place. So this work brings me back to what's actually here, not what's in my head, what's here in this moment. So sometimes we go in a meditation practice instead for a mantra or a few breaths or something that takes us into our body in a different way. This is a practice taking into our body in our senses, not running away from them, not avoiding them. This helps us ground. So just like any practice, it helps us remember what is always, all the time here for us. So do this with me if you like. First, just cast your eyes around. This is second week of this practice, so I'm adding a step each week. Look around, just like we did last week. Notice what catches your eye. So I have up on the mantle some peach blossoms that I cut. I was trimming my peach tree the other day, and what I just like first caught them because they are sort of a striking element in my living room, and then I'm looking at why is this? Why did it catch my eye? And actually, what I see are these tiny little pink stamen. They're so beautiful. Like the petals and the stamen are so tiny, and I'm sort of in awe of the beauty of them. So step one in our practice is to just notice what catches your eye. Anything in your environment or people around you. Step two is to notice why, to acknowledge what's actually there. There'll be step 3, 4, and 5 in the weeks to come. I'm taking this slowly so you really have a chance to practice throughout the week. So we're midway in this practice, but it's something that really helps us, reminds us that there is a both and in the midst of chaos and craziness. It's both the ungroundedness we feel, the shift in the way we use our time, being quarantined or isolating away from others. Just our whole life, our day-to-day life is so different. And yet, some things are here. Some things are here that are available to us in any moment. So something that is here are your surroundings, are what your senses touch and taste and smell and hear and feel. Relying on those to help you come back to this moment instead of getting spun out in the worry and craziness is living in the both and world. It's not going to be either or. In any moment it might be either or, but in any moment. It's also both and. So remembering that can really help when you feel unglued. Remember, the first step is to notice what's ever there, what's around you, what catches your eye. Second step is to notice why. In this case, it was those tiny pink petals and the stamen they're beautiful. Their delicacy really catches my eye. That's acknowledging. So every week I have a Facebook group, a private Facebook group called Divining Beauties. And that's where we have a chance to go deeper into this practice. You can request to join that easily and I'll respond to you. Step 2 is to upload, if you'd like, this series that'll be on my YouTube channel. You can look at the link below to catch that. And then I wanted to just mention that this past week, a good friend who has been at events where I've been speaking called me, and she's in the midst of a very strange sort of quarantining experience. And when things are like that, different, it really helped her to see just some of the things that have been under the surface for a while, that it just felt like it was time to finally look at. She called me. We had really a wonderful session this week. I'd like to invite you, if you're in the midst of this, if you're in the midst of feeling a little unglued, unstable, feeling pieces of old traumas coming up that it might be the right time to address, please connect with me. I'm here. I've cut my prices right now. It feels like it's important. We can negotiate that. But do not keep this inside. Don't just keep holding on to it. I think the opportunity we're getting right now, in the midst of the challenge with this virus, is to really look at what's there to be healed. What's there, what's rising up to the surface, to be looked at and to be let go of and to be relaxed. It's so much about helping us relax out of those traumas into a place of wholeness and acceptance. So please contact me in any way you can. Stay with us, watch the YouTube, come and join me on Wednesday evening at Divining Beauties. I'd love to see you. Take care and be well.